Hello, this is Casey Schaub. Elluminate offers a variety of pre-built reports that can be accessed after administering a manual or hybrid assessment. This video is going to show you how an educator can access the response frequency report after such an assessment is given. This report is great for seeing which questions, standards, or question groups that your class is struggling with. Here is a concrete example. It is common practice to review all of the material before students take a summative assessment, but that actually might not be necessary. A teacher could give a practice assessment to their students a few days before they take the summative assessment. They can then run this report to see which standards, question groups, or questions the class as a whole is struggling with. They can then find another way to present this material to the students before they take the final summative assessment. And they can also skip over reviewing material that the entire class is showing mastery on. In other words, they're using this practice test as a formative assessment to inform their instruction before the students take the final summative assessment. To get started, you will first need to access your assessment. Once in the assessment, you can click on Reports and then click on Where do I get started for teachers. You will then see the menu of different reports being presented. Find the response frequency option and click the blue Open Report button. In the report, you should filter down your results by either course, class, or by selecting individual students. In addition, you need to select whether you want to look at the report on questions, standards, or question groups. We're going to leave this on questions for the moment and scroll down. This report provides graphs that show performance on each question. It shows the number of students that picked the correct answer, as well as the number of students that got that question incorrect. It also shows me how many students picked each response. The questions are ordered by the question that got the least amount of students picking the correct answer. If I click where it says question, then it will arrange them in numerical order. This report is interactive. If I click the number under each response, then it will generate a list of the students that picked that response. There are many instances where this would prove to be a very valuable feature in this report. We're going to scroll back up and select to group the questions by standard and then click Find Students. The report now groups these questions according to standards. This assessment only had one standard, but you can imagine how useful this would be for both formative and summative assessments. We can generate the report and group the questions by question groups as well. Again, this assessment only had one question group, and this report would be more useful if you had multiple question groups. Another option that I want to touch on is the ability to display the percentage of students that picked each option instead of a number. Click where it says Number of Students under Show Response Count, and then click Percentage. Click Find Students. Then scroll down to notice that it shows a percentage instead of a number under each response option for each question. Thank you for watching this video.